playing with you, Kaid. You play mean.
I don't want to talk.
Dragon? Really? Was it big? Did it breathe fire? Oh wow, I knew it! I knew they were real! I have to remember to tell Papa. Thanks. Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Rodgear died. She doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish she would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to. You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now.
Wow, look at that robe. Are you a wizard?
Yes, Lady Aetia. My voice is strong as a dragonborn's.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune?
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory. It's an honor to have Viarmo for instruction on drum. We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it. I'm a bard, from the Bard's College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Farewell, stranger.
Hey, wanna play tag?
Need something?
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could... By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast? What is it? Dragons?
Are you my gallant hero? Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
Each home for necessity.
And let General Tullius march his troops from the Blue Palace to Castle Dour in all their finery.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights.
To scour the cave and secure the town. Hafengar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Your eyes.
I want to begin stockpiling food and water in the event we come under siege. And I would like you to oversee this work personally.
A wise course of action, my Jarl. However, we have little food or water to spare.
General Tullius will never allow that. He's ordered all surplus food to be given over for the war effort.
General Tullius does not run this city, Thane Eriker. Or have you forgotten your oaths of fealty?
My apologies, Jarl Elisif. I was thinking only of the importance of the war effort.
There's no need for an apology, and you're right about the war. Perhaps this is a matter best discussed with the General in person.
I will make the arrangements, my Jarl. Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
As you know,
You mean the Dragon
Solitude's
Bridge
coffers are
issue?
much depleted by the
I'll
war
be
efforts.
honest with you.
Thane
I
Eriker
was planning to
will have
let
a
that
strong
go.
head for business.
Varnius
What do you
is a bit
suggest?
jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights.
Listen to you.
I
Speaking of
suspect wild
sacrifice.
animals.
You've never
Or
known
perhaps
a mundane
bandits.
life, Eriker.
I don't think
And
it's
what would
worth our
my
time with the
impetuous
war
Thane
going
Rowling
on.
suggest?
But if you want to clear out the cave,
Simple.
I'll
Let
make
the
sure
Empire
you're
fight
repaid
its
for
own
your
war,
work.
with its own funds, and without hijacking our
The
supplies and
cave
soldiers.
has a bad
Let
history.
Hafingkar rebuild.
Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years
The
ago.
Stormcloaks only rebelled
Nothing
because
much
the
down there
Empire
now.
uses Skyrim as its
But
personal
everyone's
larder.
always
The more
convinced
they
the
take,
cave
the more support
is
the rebels
haunted.
gain.
That is quite enough. Perhaps I will raise these issues when I have an audience with General Tullius.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
Let's go do some work.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
No.
Divines bless your kind heart.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what do I have to do?
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you have a strong drink and a fist fight with her. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Let's not waste any time.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and
This
warm
is a
beds.
local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. I like your robes. Are you a sorcerer? From the college? Oh, there once was a hero.
Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you?
My
Fancy
friends,
magic someplace else.
feel better.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the magic? Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Solitude's been the capital of Skyrim as long as I can remember. Most of the High Kings of Skyrim were Jarls of Solitude first. Oh, let's see, what else? The Bard's College is here, and the main office of the East Empire Company. If you need it, you can get a room for a fair price at the Rinking Skeever, just inside the main gate. See ya.
Just, okay.
Do your worst.
Second. Yeah, I love being level 3 because fucking mages just can't level up. I actually have to go because I can't actually fight these people because I'm a mage, and how stupid of me to actually confront people in a fight. I should have known better. I should have just stayed at the fucking College of Winterhold. Let's just go do that quest real quick, because the game isn't going to let me actually play as a mage until I go do the College of Winterhold. It just isn't going to allow it, because Bethesda hates mages. They think they're stupid. They want you to play a two-handed heavy armor build. That's what they want. That's all they'll fucking take. You're not playing two-handed heavy armor? Well, you're not having fun. Fuck you. That's the game. So let's go to the College of Winterhold and let's fucking make a desperate attempt to level up our fucking character.
I'm heading home if you need me.
How stupid of me to try to enjoy this game normally.
I can take you. Where do you want to go?
Winterhold. That's the only place there is left to go.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Let's go to Winterhold.
I can't wait here forever. Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
Bethesda doesn't understand. So how this game works is you've got your magicka, you've got your stamina, and you've got your health. And health is pretty much just like a flat value no matter what.
Where do you think you're going?
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's forsaken town?
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems? You must be one of those wizards from the
I'm done listening to fucking ambient conversations that don't do anything and take forever to actually play out.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages and...
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I see. That power certainly exists, I assure you. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Excellent. Those invested in restoration magic find healing hands to be essential. Can you cast it on me? That would prove your skill.
I look forward to it.
Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
So anyway, how this game works is You have stamina.
No matter what,
Okay,
college will endure.
that's great. Can you please do your thing? And mages use magic up. It's the blue thing.
But the college lives on.
But here, I actually have a dagger. Sword people use stamina. You can see the green thing. The thing about stamina is that even when you run out of it, you can keep hitting people. So a sword character can just kind of sit there and wail on people.
The college is an asset to Skyrim.
That's
even if it goes unnoticed or
fucking tastic. Can you please stop breaking dialogue to talk to me and just fucking do your thing? And why is the sun doing this thing again? Am I gonna have to go fix the fucking sun glare thing? Am I actually gonna have to go do that? So basically mages get fucked. Mages get fucked because when we run out of magicka, we just can't do anything. You know, when you run out of magicka, you just can't physically cast spells anymore. There it is. I'm out of magicka. I can't cast spells anymore. Whereas if I use up stamina, I can just keep hitting people. You see? So I can continue to just whack on people if I want to. So basically, mages are useless once they run out of stamina.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
And that's why they're so fucking hard to play and actually enjoy, because you have to run away from fights when you run out of magicka. Until you get into the late game, where you just have like 300 magicka, you can just sit there all day and wail on people with magic spells. It really is an absolute fucking nightmare.
Here at the pleasure of the
And it's annoying.
I hope you
because you're squishy, because you're putting all your points into fucking magicka and not health.
Yes, of course. The Archmage.
And then when you run out of magicka, you're completely fucking useless and you can't take hits because you're not wearing armor. You're wearing robes. You're wearing magic robes that don't have any armor value.
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
Wonderful. Please follow me and don't wander off. College of...
Let's see this rope she just gave me. Yeah, it's a direct improvement, right? And college boots.
Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanian is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
not saying it can be done any other way. That really is kind of
Now
just
I'll
how
show
this
you to your
works, and that's why I carry daggers as a backup. But daggers are useless
You're going to be sharing space
in a
with your
natural
fellow
fight.
apprentices.
This
So
is
you'll
for
need
like
short
finishing
help.
someone off, you
This
know,
is
if they're
where you'll be staying.
low health, and I run out of magicka.
This bed and
I
desk
could
are
just
yours.
carry an entire sword,
Please
I
try and
guess,
be considerate
but
of others.
that
Now,
defeats the purpose
let's
of
go
being
back
a
to the Hall
mage.
of the Elements, where
I'll
most
just
of
start
the
leveling
members
up
gather for
one-handed,
lectures
and then I turn
study
into a fucking
sessions.
like sword and board character, and then no longer a mage.
After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
That's great, but you need to actually like, walk to do that. And can we speed this up, please? Do you have to walk slower than the fucking default walking speed? Seriously, like this is how fast people walk in this game, and she's walking slower than that.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know. Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with a demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
New here too, eh?
Still no word from your
I'd
family?
hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord,
Really?
but I should have known better.
That must be so nice. I came all the way to Skyrim just to get away from my family's expectations.
Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning. I'd better get going.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
College is a bit of an oddity in Skyrim. Magic isn't something that's
You know, this is one of a very few places where you can receive a real education in the schools of magic. Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? No, I suppose we haven't. Brelina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time.
Telvanni.
Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important. Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains. I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him, but he clearly doesn't trust any of us. So far, if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
That can
Not
be
really. Just that it's very, very old.
dangerous
It was
in
one of the
Telvanni
first cities
society.
of men in Tamriel, I think. Until next time.
Telvanni murder each other to gain social status. So,
You must be one of those wizards.
not living up to someone else's expectations can get you killed very quickly if someone thinks they can take you. That isn't to say that the Telvanni constantly kill each other, but it is a way for them to interact. It's weird. I mean, it's just how they work. This is actually, yeah, there is a Telvanni wizard on Solstheim. It's Needloff or something. He's the guy from Morrowind. He's old as dirt. I'm magical, he'll say, and then he'll like do I haven't played Morrowind in a while. I don't ever really...
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But J'zargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with J'zargo. There is much for J'zargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. J'zargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
That being said, if she wants to come here because the Telvanni last spells for her, that's probably the best choice she could make. Oh. What happened here? I'm gonna sell this. Small note. Okay. Probably shouldn't read notes with my hands on fire, right? That might be bad. I actually know where that is. I know where that is. Yeah, I know where that is. Okay. I've seen that weird river thing before.
This is better than sitting around talking about magic, don't you think?
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. All right, then.
Who knows what we might find in here? You know, there might be gold somewhere in here. Oh yes, J'zargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing.
You are falling into the Khajiit stereotype.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own. We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered. Take a look. All right. Education is never... All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious. As some of you may know, Saarthal was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Saarthal.
Well, I think you just told us everything that happened to it. It was sacked by elves.
This is an exciting opportunity for... Well, are there any questions before we begin? Well, are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Berlina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them. Just identify them. Alman, please search that area over there. See if you notice any residual energies. Alive or undead. J'zargo, what shall we have you do? Why don't you verify that we're the first ones here? Look for any amount of tampering with the tombs. All right, everyone. Let's be careful.
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work.
That's unfortunate.
I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. All right, then.
These enchanted rings I'm picking up, what are they good for? Increases my health by 20 points. That's actually not bad.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
also gonna throw on this enchanted ring just because it's better than my current ring.
Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the anvil. I wonder what effect might your spell take. Please be careful, dear. The site isn't entirely secured. Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes.
Okay.
Well, this is highly unusual and very interesting. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place? I'm not sure what to expect here. Please be on your guard.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
Psijic.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy. All right, then. Huh?
Great. Yeah, just don't help, you know, it's fine.
I've got some fight left in me.
I'm out of fucking healing
This is
potions.
simply fascinating. Get away from me.
What?
This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating.
Great. Yeah. I heard you. Oh, great. Yep. It's an arena.
Seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these copies. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. If it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before.
Nord, so I have absolutely no reason not to loot these things. That can come in handy. I should probably grab a sword. I will take this one. And I'll just, there. No, I'll get an actual sword when we get out of here. A proper one. Oh, okay. That's nice. Well, I could actually finally fucking did something. Yep. It would be manageable if it wasn't so fucking slow, honestly. Don't I have the fucking mage stone on? Isn't that something that actually is... I do. So I'm actually leveling up 20% faster. This is 20% faster leveling with a mage in Skyrim. I wonder if I just... Can I just... Is there a way for me to just like fucking spam heal and get it up that way? Is this gonna go off again? Am I gonna get fucking coin code? What if I jump across? Fantastic. I get to spend the next, 2 hours getting to level 5. Constantly saving for when I get one-shotted by a trap I didn't see out of the corner of the fucking room. Because Bethesda just loves to set those traps. It'll get better as we go along. We'll get more powerful, and we can do more things, but for now, it really is just like fireball, 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 run away. Oh, this is one of those things. Yeah. Okay, so what are we working with here? I'll have to match them up. We can do that, right? Yeah. Yeah. A kindergartner could do this, but yeah. Not really a puzzle. Yeah, it smells like a fucking boss room. That's good. Into the fucking floor, because of course it did, because spells in this game work on heat shells and War Thunder rules, which is to say that I don't think I can actually kill this person by myself. I love being a mage in Skyrim. I love being a mage in Skyrim. I love having fucking... I'm actually just gonna get off. How's that sound? This is boring.